Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddy. Freddy, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddy. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Love it.
Welcome. Today is what, Thursday?
Today's Thursday all day. All day. Tonight is Thursday night. You know what that means? It's the eve of Friday.
Boy, you
just saying.
You nailed that bad boy right on.
It's the eve of Friday. Look, we're getting all ready for the holidays here.
So we have to put a movie here.
I actually have to bring one of the menorahs in here. What kind of movie?
It doesn't matter because every time that somebody hits the hat with their head, you have to take a shot. Remember we played this a few years ago?
I don't remember that game.
At the studio.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time someone hits the head?
Let's do Christmas Vacation.
That's a pretty good game then.
Yeah. And there's a movie.
And you know, if you were 21, you could actually play it.
Actually,
You can actually hold the bottle for him.
But since you're not, you can be the judge.
You know, Alex, you're going to have to keep me up.
You can ring the bell every time it hits. And that's when everybody has to drink. That's what we should do this afternoon.
Let's drink?
Yeah. We'll do the drinking game.
You and I actually have to go out this afternoon and get some stuff for the party for next week.
I mean, we got plenty of booze to work with in the bag. So I mean,
that is not what we need. What is wrong with you? Are you taking inventory? No, that's not what we need for the party.
I have taken inventory.
Next Friday. How old are you?
24.
Are you here next Friday?
I should be, yeah.
We have to do a 2-tick limit because I'm gonna tell you. Ever since the friendship thing, are we drinking? No, we're eating. Are we drinking? No, we're eating. 2 minutes later, are we drinking now? No.
We work with you. It's the Freddy mentality.
I don't drink like him.
You do not.
No, we should dress him
You
up
haven't
as
seen
a
me
drunken
drinking.
elf.
What's your drink? What's your drink of
choice?
choice?
As hard liquor or like beer?
I don't know. What's
if you
the
go
choice?
out with a friend, what do you
Rum
drink?
is usually what I go.
Rum?
Like a rum and coke is what I go for usually.
Really? Cuba Libre. You're like a pirate.
I was going to say, he's like a pirate. How about you? Poindexter, you're not
vodka.
old enough to drink, are you?
I am. I'm 24.
You are?
Do you
You
drink?
are?
Yeah.
You look 16. You're
Yes,
20.
he looks 16.
You're 24, bro.
Yes.
What's your drink
Damn.
of preference?
baby
I like
face.
cider.
Cider?
Yeah.
Apple cider?
Hard
Yeah.
cider.
You mean hard cider?
Yeah, what is hard cider, by the way?
It's just apple cider with
Something
alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do
they
they
use a
put?
different type
Vodka?
of apple.
They just
It's a
spike
cider
it.
apple.
They put like a vodka or something in it?
Interesting.
There a lot of sugar?
It's like 15% alcohol.
Is that a lot?
Not really.
I was going to ask you, and how much is regular, like a regular
Well,
drink? What's the percentage?
anything higher than like 12 is usually when you get into like hard liquor. Like beer is usually like 12 and under.
Yeah, anything like 14 proof lights pretty well.
So-
What is
Like
wine?
anything higher than 12%, you don't need to refrigerate it because the alcohol will
Lights
just
pretty
keep
well.
it.
You
for
Is that
example,
true?
Yeah.
Anything that's like 40
Like
proof
you don't have to
alcohol.
refrigerate alcohol. Like
No, you don't have
like
to.
rum, like beer you have to, but like rum.
Yeah, because you
vodka,
get
don't have
skanky
to.
beer.
Like you can just.
You ever drink skanky beer? Yeah, skanky beer.
What's skanky beer?
Oh my God.
Is it called skanky beer?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Is it like beer in a box?
Oh, it's horrible. You go to Walmart and they have a case of beer for like $5. You ever bought this?
No.
So we used to drink this
Skanky
back
beer?
in the day when because they used to play that beer pong game. You know the beer pong?
Yep.
So these guys used to go through barrels of beer. I wasn't going to buy barrels of beer for this stupid game.
A keg, yeah.
So I bought skanky beer.
Yeah.
They were sick as a dog the next day.
How about wine in a box?
I love that. You like it?
It's not bad. It's like cheap, and you can just.
Yeah, it's
have a
cheap.
little nozzle and-
Really?
You like it? What kind of box
I mean,
wine you like?
anything over $20, you're paying too much for it, honestly. When it comes to wine.
Well, I guess it
Like,
depends on. Really? Wow.
'Cause, I mean, 'cause-
Romanticism is dead.
Well, because
As
I mean,
is
if
chivalry,
it's on the
apparently.
shelf, it's ready to go. Like you don't gotta age it further.
You would drink.
And that's why romanticism and chivalry are dead. Because anything over $20, ladies,
It's a lot of money.
it's just not worth it.
Well, you don't have to.
What the
like,
heck? You don't have to.
They're overcharging you for it. Like,
Hey, I'll cook for somebody.
they really are.
Shouldn't she pay for a box of whatever you want
box
for
of
you?
wine?
Shouldn't they pay for you to drink?
Well, no, yeah. if she
You're not
want-
going to
if she
buy
want-
the box, right?
I'll get. Oh, no, I'm not gonna drink it out of a box now. But I'm just saying, like,
Would you
bottle
buy a
of
box
wine-
of wine for a date?
A box of wine? No, I would not buy a box of wine.
You wouldn't do it?
No, I wouldn't.
I've done it.
Not a box.
Well,
What if it's
see,
less than $20?
See, if I was gonna have a
It's
date,
Box
not,
of
well,
wine?
not just
I'd
20.
make,
it's
I
the
would
cap.
make pasta and
if it's
wine.
five below, I'll buy it.
Let me tell you, this guy, he'll go to Dunkin's, get a box of coffee, wash it out, put the wine in there, and call it a day.
Actually, anyone have the Dunkin' app? Anyone have the Dunkin' app?
No.
Anyone have the Dunkin' app?
I have.
No.
Free donuts on Wednesday if you buy a drink.
Yeah, I don't do donuts.
Now through
Damn.
December 25th.
But
I know,
you
Nate,
can
you
give
don't.
the donut to somebody else who does.
Again, increasing
right.
the obesity in America. Because think about the drink. Think about the drinks Baxton used to
Why
bring
do you say
in.
you got to take the air out of the balloon?
I'm just saying.
of America.
I'm
Don't
just
eat a
saying,
donut.
everything that's free is fattening.
So what? Let people be fat and merry and jolly.
And then,
I can't have it, so I have
Exactly.
to watch you eat it and enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why my diet didn't work out, because all I'm eating is chicken, turkey, salads, and salmon.
it
And
sounds
I'm
like
watching
what
everybody
I eat.
around me.
What
eating
about the
pizza.
candy that you inhale?
Well, that's every once in a while. Too.
Not every once in a while. I see you, the way you guys attack the lollipops. What do they call that?
Dum-dums.
The
Oh, yeah, I
dum
saw
dums.
him eat like 10 of them in a
I
This
only
guy-
had one.
He was. What do you call it? Chain smoker when you
A
have
chain
This guy's
lollipopper?
a chain lollipopper. This guy's like one eye. He had one in each ear, one in each nose. He would pull them out and put them in his mouth. I'm like, what the hell, man?
The chain
Him?
lollipopper.
And then what happens is you watch a lollipopper, and you become a lollipopper. G-Man was like, she's like, oh, look at him go. Let me go get one. This is G. The next.
But you know what's funny? There was an apple pie out there. I've put it out now twice. Nobody
Nobody
wants
eats it.
apple pie, I guess.
No, because they
Not
won't.
yet, I'm waiting
Because
for
they
it.
won't. They won't open it. They won't crack it open. The tape is on it.
No, I will.
They go. You, I know. You haven't been here.
I
That's
took
why.
the tape off.
give me a
I'm waiting
minute,
to
I'll
see
do
what
it.
happens.
Now it's all over.
Because he's
The
here.
lollipopper.
I'm not gonna eat the whole pie.
So I was reading an article this morning. You know how you're having a hard time
I
opening?
could,
Say,
no.
here goes to the box wine. How you're having a hard time opening the milk spouts?
That's because look at my fingers.
No, they're not. It's not you. I want you to know that. They
What's
have
that mean?
changed the way they manufacture the spouts on orange juice and milk.
Yeah.
To cut back on the amount of plastic, they've shortened the spout, which makes it harder for everybody
Actually, you're
to go
really-
in and open it.
You're paying more for less. That's why there's that little divot in the jar of peanut butter.
You're paying more for less of everything, including the plastic, so it's not you, I want you to know.
Oh,
they
yes.
have changed.
Look at my fingers.
They
Of
have
course it's
changed
me.
the production of the plastic nozzle on
Is that
milk
what it is?
cartons.
Well,
yes.
I'm gonna have to open it with a pair of pliers.
Because people can't, if you think about the size of your hands for guys, right? And then the little size.
Oh, so it's made for women?
You got to have like
That's
smaller
discrimination.
fingers.
I'm sorry.
Well, they're cutting the plastic use and also the expense, I guess.
Did you
so.
see how the sugar companies have shrunk the
Oh
packages?
my gosh, is that
You
ridiculous?
see this? So I measured it. I found an old one. And I measured it. It's the same sugar, though.
Just less paper. It's got to be the same serving,
Yeah,
just less paper.
That's what I'm saying. Like, for example, if you guys look at the old school peanut butter jars, they were flat bottom, right? Now they have that divot in them, so you're basically paying more for the same amount of jar. The same amount. It's just a smaller jar.
I am the
And that's
worst when it
marketing.
comes to spatial relations. Like you can have this something that might hold like 12 ounces, and this might be the same size. And to me, they're not the same size. So I will never figure out what goes in what. And especially if it's like round versus rectangle, forget it.
So let me ask you.
So when I got
have you-
leftovers, not even a thing.
So let me ask you, have you been Amazon shopping lately?
No, why? Why, you like my dress? You've seen it before.
I told you stop
I've
spending.
got like 4 long sleeve
Stop
dresses that get
spend-
rotated every winter. That's it. That's in like the other side. You know how people have their winter closet? I've got my winter closet that has my boots and my long sleeve clothes that I only go into a couple
I know
times a
you
year.
10 years. I know when you buy stuff. You've been shopping.
No, I've been shopping in my own
I
closet.
noticed that you look in your phone and you shop. Is that the new thing now?
And Jay comes in every day and she's like, "What's in your closet?"
Is that
I
the way
did not
you?
do anything on. I just didn't. Only for the studio, we got some cool Amazon things coming in.
You
getting ready for
you
next
love
Friday.
Amazon, boy, I tell you.
We got a new rope for Mary. We got some cool things coming
You
in.
love Amazon. Is that the latest thing you guys do? Is you shop on your phone,
Yeah.
or do you go to the store?
If needed.
Yeah.
Online
If my
shopping is
laptop's
superior.
not.
Because
You don't like going to the mall and walking
No.
around.
Not
Just
the
think
mall,
about the
no.
crowds, the parking, the taxes.
The taxes.
Still get taxed,
I
Mike.
know, but
You
it's-
still get
taxes.
But
You
then you
still
don't have to
get
deal
taxed
with
to do
dumb workers. You have no idea what you're
So,
talking about.
so then you guys like to stay home
Hey,
and watch
man,
movies.
have
You don't
some
go to the
respect for
movie.
the service workers.
You don't
I
go.
am.
You
All
don't,
right then.
don't say that
But I'm
because
saying they have to ask me, and
don't
I'm just a
don't say that because
recovery
he's jumping juice of Wellington. He needs you to go to the mall. So when you go to the mall, don't you go like to hang out? Like isn't that like a thing you guys do? You go
Yeah.
to the mall with your friends,
Yeah,
which is the most retarded thing I've ever heard.
Used to.
Okay,
Ever
how
since
old-
COVID, that kind of just
How
stopped.
old were you guys when you started hanging out at the mall?
Yeah.
Like in high school?
12, right?
Like
One of those
yesterday?
teenagers, like-
Alex,
12?
when was the last time you hung up at the mall?
Like in high school, early high school.
You didn't go
middle
before
school?
that? I saw you at the mall the other day.
But hanging out and shopping is different.
I
Well,
mean,
hanging
yeah,
out
with my
is
girl.
shopping.
My
Yeah.
girl would go
Window
to
shopping.
shopping.
You're going there for.
Like
Now, do you hang out with girlfriends, guy friends, or a mix?
a mix.
A mix. Okay. Then maybe you guys don't have a mix.
Well, my
They're too
friends
old to
go
hang out
as
at the
long as
mall.
I'm the one
I
driving.
haven't been to the mall in like forever.
Don't you work at a mall?
No.
Where do you work?
Jumba.
It's in
In
a
Wellington.
plaza, but not
A
in
plaza.
the mall.
That's a
It's
mall.
not in the mall.
But you
It's a strip
you
mall,
ever
but
walk the
that's
plaza?
It's a shopping center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't walk around the
It's not a
shopping.
mall. Yeah.
Do you have friends?
Yes, I have friends.
I met the kids for dinner a couple
Let's
weeks
not go to
ago
the mall.
at Adventura. It was outside Adventura
That's
Mall.
a crazy mall.
It's like a whole
That's
annex
one of
of
the
it.
big.
I
big
haven't been
malls.
there in years and years.
It's a big mall. That's where they saw the aliens.
Only if I need to.
It looks beautiful. The annex, the outlets look
You
incredible.
can get lost there.
But
Actually, my group that went there actually did get lost.
there were a
lost.
group of 12-year-olds on a Saturday night walking around, and I guarantee you they were not up to any good because there was nothing for what could they do there? There's no movie, there's no nothing. They're just walking
They
around.
just walk around,
Doing what?
hanging out.
Shopping, I guess.
Hanging
You know what
out?
they
Going to the
do?
Food court.
They watch people. You ever go watching people? You ever done that?
Yeah.
I used to take friends of mine to the airport, LaGuardia, and we used to sit there and have something to eat. and
I
just watch
love
people.
watching people.
People watching's fun.
I feel like I want to go.
You'll see some real freaks. You'll see some freaks.
Did you
Well,
hear about the
I
lady
stay away from his neighborhood, but
that
okay.
stowawayed
Just go
from?
to the mall. You'll see some people.
Did you hear about the lady that stowawayed from JFK
Yes.
to France?
How the hell did she get on?
How did she get past all that security?
How did she get
I
on?
don't know.
That's a breach of security.
And then
Security, that's all it is.
back. She got actually back on the plane to come back. They got her off the plane coming back to the States. But how did she do it not once, but twice?
I think she acted like a
Didn't
stewardess.
care.
The flight attendant?
Yeah, it's like a
Whatever.
catch me if you can type thing.
Yeah.
But you would think now there would be major safety concerns.
Well, there's also some
You'd be
ripples now. The airlines is gonna change
Airlines
everything. Everything's gonna change. You're gonna go through. You thought you were going to security then. Watch what's coming. This lady walked on, walked off, walked on, and then they caught her. She could have blown 4 planes up.
I just don't understand how it happened. And they're not even, well, they couldn't say how it happened because then everyone would know how it happened. But like a catch me if you can. But there wasn't
They
security
can't say
then.
how it happened. They don't want to
There
say.
were like paper boarding passes. Do you remember back in the day we had to go to the airport to buy an airplane ticket?
Yes.
You had to physically go there or go to a kiosk if there was like an outsourcing and buy a paper ticket.
They
And
still
there was
do the paper
carbon
ticket.
paper, and
They
there
still
was
do that.
no, only if you print it from your computer.
No, you can
No,
print
no,
it.
you
You
can-
can
they
print
still
it.
print out
kiosks can
tickets.
print it out at the airport.
Do they?
Yes.
Yeah.
You go to the
Print out
kiosk and they
tickets.
print it.
Yeah, if you want a printed boarding pass.
Oh, the
fact-
boarding pass.
In fact, at JFK, they actually, the old TWA terminal, they turned it into a hotel. Up in JFK.
They're doing a whole lot of like throwback for TWA now. All this kind of merch and everything, which is kind of cool.
The Wings of Man. Was that TWA? Or was
I don't
that
know.
Pan Am?
All I know is that they took the old terminal that's up in JFK, turned it into a 60s themed hotel.
That's really cool.
And they actually shot scenes from Catch Me If You Can there.
See, that's really cool. You know, my father and mother, when they came over from Puerto Rico to live in the States, there was wooden benches when you got on the plane. They didn't have
Seriously?
seats. Yeah, there were wooden benches. So I took what do they call that? A puddle, a lake
Puddle
puddle
jumper?
Well,
Were
puddle
there
jumper.
seatbelts on the wooden benches?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
So, and it was funny because the seatbelts aren't like you see now. It was
just
like
like-
this one thing that went over like your car. It was like a car. So I went on this puddle jumper in Rochester, and I had to fly back to New York. So I got there. It was 10 o'clock at night. Whatever plane we were taking was out. So they put us on this prop job, and they had wooden benches with seatbelts. So I said to her, "You want me to get on this?" She says, "It's completely safe." I said, "Until it ain't." She says, "I ain't getting on this." Well, Mrs. Santori, if you don't get on this plane, you have to wait till tomorrow to get another plane. "Oh, no, I'm not. You're going to get me there. You're going to give me a car. You're going to give me something. But I ain't getting on this." I got into it with the pilot and
You
everybody.
like to fight with people.
Dawn, it was like crates.
This
It
is
was
what
like
he
these
does. It's always a
crates.
Dawn. Dawn. They were like, Dawn, you don't understand. Everyone's like, again, you sound
Would
like my
you get on a
father.
prop job?
I wouldn't even get on the
propellers-
plane.
Propellers
No.
with crates?
It's like
What
your
then?
car.
What am I
It was
do
like
that
your
night?
car.
Prop plane.
It was like my car, yeah.
Did you see the guy that was on a roller coaster? I want to say maybe it was in Ohio. He gets to the top of the roller coaster and he hears it unclick.
Yeah.
He hears his seatbelt unclick. He can make a split-second decision. Do you get out or do you stay in and potentially die?
No, you don't jump out.
He
you
got
hold
out.
it.
Got out.
He got out.
On the
He
side.
climbed out of the roller coaster and climbed down the wooden
that's
casing.
Is he crazy?
He said it was either that or die
Why is he gonna die?
because his
I mean,
seatbelt
he
came
would've
off.
died- He would have fallen and died anyway.
So you hold on to the bar for dear
He
life.
doesn't.
Your legs,
Down.
your legs.
The
was
lap bar. You saw that?
Wasn't it
Yeah.
overhead?
And the lap bar popped?
Yeah.
The lap bar unclicked.
Yeah.
You just
That's a
flop it
lawsuit.
back on.
But
That's a
think,
lot.
what would you guys do in that
I would
situation?
get out.
You would
You
get out.
would
I
not.
would get out too.
You've got like
You
2
would
seconds,
not.
right? As it's
He was
going.
at the
2
top,
seconds.
top, top.
stayed there.
You guys wouldn't get out. You're
He
full
would have
of
stayed
beans.
in.
Just hold the thing down and just take it.
Even he walked out.
That's it.
He
If
never
I
knows
die, I
when
die.
the roller coaster was gonna hit like the speed, like when it goes like the speed rush or whatever. So
Yeah,
he
the
could have been
first
halfway
drop.
out, and then the roller coaster could have just took off on him. Like he doesn't know when the roller coaster was gonna go down.
I know.
He
I
could've
don't.
died. Like he could have died either way.
It was
Like,
bad.
He could've-
I saw it.
Chance,
Yeah.
really.
it's
He could have
like-
died either way. And then what do you do if your kids are with you? Like, what do you do?
If your kids are with you,
You're-
oh, that's a different animal.
And they're definitely dead.
Depends if the roller coaster.
Then
went
we're
upside
just
down.
going down with
You hold your kids in a headlock and you hold on to the bar and you call your attorney. Sue, sue, sue.
Is that incredible? I mean, he
That's
had the
ridiculous.
wherewithal to get out and climb down this wooden roller coaster.
Did it go upside
That's
down?
why they always have that.
She says
that-
it goes
those pair of
upside down.
stairs at the
Really?
first drop.
Forget
yeah,
about
that-
it.
In case
And
they
if
need
it
that
goes
down.
down upside down, you probably would just.
Something like that almost happened to me.
Really?
It wasn't a roller coaster. It was.
At least it wasn't a roller
It was one
coaster.
of those. Oh, you know Tower of Terror at Disney?
Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
God.
I was like 5 years old. I shouldn't have been going on it. I was way too short, but my parents would have me wear these like
I hate
higher
those kinds
shoes,
of rides.
so I looked higher. Yeah, mid-ride, the seatbelt was up to my neck.
Your parents totally changed the system so you could get on the ride.
Every ride. That's how I love roller coasters. That's how
Hold
I
on,
love
hold on.
it.
So the seatbelt was around your neck. What happened?
My dad had to like, as the ride was going up and down, had to like bring me up and hold me in his like arms.
She was about to get
the
hanged.
ride going up and down.
Was that you? No.
Wow.
That's
Well, actually,
crazy.
when the ride first opened, there was only one drop. Now they put a randomizer where it can do anything between 1 and 9 drops.
Oh yeah, but
I
that
hate
was,
those
it was
Whoa,
still
whoa.
randomized at
Is that the
point.
thing that goes up and then it goes down like it's gonna crash?
Yeah, it's
I only
a
did
drop
one.
power ride.
I took a pee-pee on myself on that ride.
Yeah, no, those rides suck.
I never did it
I hate
again.
those ones.
Well, actually, if you ride it, there's all these references to the old show throughout the entire ride.
Of
Yeah, it
which-
was one time it went down. It didn't go down more than once. It goes down more than
I thought it
once.
was a
now?
movie.
Yeah, there's basically in like the early 2000s they put a randomizer sequence in where it can do anything between
They go
1
up.
and 9 drops in a row.
On what ride?
Tower of Terror.
Really?
When I went on it, it
the
was
line,
only one.
the line is so long to get on that
I
ride.
thought Tower of Terror was a movie.
What about
No,
the Harry?
It is a
show.
movie
Show.
too.
It's basically a drop tower based around the Twilight Zone shows.
Yeah.
Mm.
But the whole thing is you're stepping into one of those episodes.
What about the Harry Potter? Was it Universal? The
Yeah.
whole area, and he goes backwards. I can't do
Cooper
roller
arm
coasters
ride.
backwards.
I
That
can't
one was
actually
pretty
fit
I
on
did
it.
that
That
one.
one was pretty fun.
I
I did
can't
that
fit
one.
on it.
You probably loved it.
I remember the Hogwarts one when that came out.
I did that one
was
too.
really
Oh,
fun,
I love roller coasters.
Those ones are fun.
What was the name of the?
I'm not a fan of it.
What was the name of the movie? Terra in Sensoron. Twin Towers in Sensoron. The first time that they put these things on the seat and you shook.
I don't know that one.
Up in New York City, I saw it. Towers of Terror, Twin Towers of Terror. So I'm sitting at the lowest paradise.
Twin Towers.
It was two towers. It was two towers. And they actually came down like 9/11. They had a movie. But this is going back in the 70s.
There's a ride based off.
No, it was a movie. So I'm sitting there and I'm saying, Tower of Terror, what? Sensoron was a big deal. And all of a sudden my seat begins to vibrate. And I'm like this.
What?
And trying to hold on to the soda. I'm like, what the hell? You don't remember Tower of Terror?
You're like the type of person where the seats would be going that you'd have like your big thing of Pepsi, your big thing of popcorn, right? All of a sudden you'd be like, right? Everything would like go over all over everyone.
That's
You know, that reminds me of this.
So I love the
case
movie.
where
Somebody
my
made a
mom went to
4D
Dairy
9/11 movie. Is that what you're doing?
I'm going to look it up, yes.
So my mom decided we were living in North Carolina where it's like 90 degrees in the summer. She had the idea to take our Jeep and go to the Dairy Queen and try to eat an ice cream cone while it's melting while driving on the freeway.
Why?
She comes back, completely covered in ice cream. She goes, this
That's
was the
hilarious.
dumbest idea. I'm like, Mom, that's why I never buy a cone.
We gotta meet your mom. All right, do you like ice cream cones or in a cup?
Cones. Well,
Ooh, it depends.
yeah,
Do you
but-
like,
And
do you
then
like
what-
it soft served or
It
just
varies.
in scoops?
Yeah.
I like the cone in a cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get best of
Yeah.
both worlds.
And what kind of cone?
Waffle cone.
Waffle
the cake
cone.
cone.
Oh, waffle,
Waffle
cones are where it's at.
cone.
I like
Waffle
the cake
cones?
cones.
Those are where it's at, man.
Cake cones are good.
You like the flat cake cones?
Yeah.
Do you remember before waffle
I'm
cones they
nostalgic
had the
with those.
small, like the nutty butter cones?
Nutty
Yeah.
butter or was it like cardboard?
Nutter butter?
You know the nutty, the ice cream cone truck.
Yeah, I know. I don't like
You know those waffle cones? Then they got really big waffle cones.
They're huge.
So those versus the cake cups. I mean the flat.
I like the flats.
You like the flat? Ryan? What kind of cone? Waffle cone or the cake cones?
I guess waffle. I
When,
don't think I have.
when you
the
go to
cake.
the movies, do you get anything to eat or drink from the snack bar?
No, I think they're
not-
overpriced.
Besides
Not-
popcorn and candy?
Not
no.
always, not always.
I
no.
bring my own candy.
You bring your own
There you go.
And then
candy.
I get popcorn at the
Same.
theater.
There you go.
That's
how you
what
do it.
we do, yeah. And do you ever get a hot dog or a hot
No.
food?
Actually,
I-
no, cause
No.
back.
I might have done it once.
Way back when, me and my mom had a method, and I did this a couple times where let's see,
They would just
so like I told you this before, right? I don't think I told y'all any of this. So we went to go see movies, right? And the first time we did this, we bought Hungry Howie's pizza, like a large cheese pizza,
Work out the
and we
whole
literally
cheese.
my mom had like a big bag. I don't know how they didn't check.
How
this.
did your mom get that in?
I don't know.
They
But
just
we
shoved
snuck
it
that
in with
pizza in. Enjoy watch. I think it was like Guardians of the Galaxy. I believe it was.
They just folded it
And
up
had
and
a
stuck it in.
whole Hungry Howie's pizza for us. But not once. A second time I did it was me and my friend and my younger brother went to go and see Doctor Strange. Not the new one.
The
first
original.
the multiversal one.
Ah.
Oh, they
So we
multiverse
stopped by
of
McDonald's. And what happened was I got like 10-piece nugget and fries and a whole like a sandwich.
That's a
chicken
whole 9
sandwich.
yards.
They got a burger and like sandwich and whatnot. I kept it in my bag and in my hoodie sleeve. How did not check this? I don't know. We just started gorging out like like McDonald's and just like drinks and whatnot.
But they don't even check anymore. They used to
They
back
don't
in the
care
day.
that much,
don't
Nate.
care.
Like they don't care, Nate.
Nah,
As long as they don't see it. It's
I
it's
brought
long as
in
they
I
don't
brought
see
in
it.
I brought in Chinese food.
The thing is,
pat you down.
I have my
Yeah,
bag.
they're not
How
gonna
did I
pat you
check-
down.
how did I check my
They don't
bag?
care.
They don't check no more.
Like,
They have some metal thing you walk
If they
through
ever
and then all of a
did,
sudden.
like,
Cinemark doesn't have any of that anymore.
No, they don't
Every
do
time
any
I
of
went to the
that.
theater, they
City
don't
Mark
check you
is
for nothing,
kind of
like-
scary the way they do things. And City Mark in Boynton, if you're under 17, on Saturday night, you must be accompanied by a parent.
Wow.
Or
So
they
we're
won't
hanging
let
out.
you in the theater.
That's crazy.
No.
So they must have some issues there.
Well, you saw what happened, unfortunately, to the CEO of United yesterday, United Healthcare.
Did you see this thing?
Walking down the street in New York. So forget about even being in a public, an arena or anything. He was gunned
an
down on the
assassination.
streets in Manhattan.
At 6:42 in the morning, they
Killed
shot
by
him.
a professional hitman.
Cold.
6:42.
A legit hitman.
Now,
like,
so
killed
they
this
bring
man.
in
Yeah.
they bring in these two army guys who are gun experts. So do you know the gun that killed them was a 22 caliber?
I don't know what
Yeah.
that means.
It's the lightest bullet to
Yeah.
kill
You know,
anybody.
it's really low caliber.
So unless
You
you
could still
come
kill
up
someone
and
with,
put
like-
the gun here, the chances of survival are pretty good. For some reason, he must have hit his heart or something from the back, and then and the guy was
And he
saying,
continued to go.
well, the way that he was pointing the gun, he knew the first bullet was going to hit the guy's ankle because it's the way he held it. They broke it down.
Oh, really?
It's unbelievable. And then the second one is the one he got, and then it jammed on him when he was trying to get another. He couldn't get a third shot off. Then he gets on a bicycle and rides away. So he goes through the through the park, through Central Park, where there are no cameras. So they pick him up on the other side. I gotta tell you something. This guy is gonna get caught because there's an
Oh,
old
yeah, they
saying.
still haven't caught him yet.
They will. They will. There's an old saying that the street knows who this guy is. This guy was not a professional. This guy must have a grievance or something going on. And he just did it. There were people around him when he shot him.
I can't imagine he's not going to get caught. They found him at Starbucks. They've got his retina display. I mean, there's cameras
They
everywhere.
got him. They're going to get him. This guy is, you know, if you're going to do the crime,
I'll be very surprised if they don't.
he didn't care. That's what
But-
another mental illness situation. But at 22,
But
Well, I don't know about
in
mental-
my
can't be
feeling,
mental
why
illness.
I don't know why they would do that unless the guy had a family member or loved one that something happened and United did not give. I don't know. That's all I can think of.
Step up.
If someone was denied health insurance or denied access to treatment
I don't know.
and they
what
were
it
on
is.
United. But
I don't know.
apparently
Don't
the,
like health
the
insurance.
wife said that he had
no,
had
no.
death threats against
They
him.
just don't like that shit.
I'm watching a show on Netflix called Madness. And I didn't know it was a series. I thought it was a movie. In part one, I'm up to like 6, 7 episodes. But it's a similar situation where they're framing this black man in the Poconos of killing the head of that. It's supposed to be like the KKK type of deal. And they talk about that he wouldn't let nobody close to him unless it's his bodyguard. So you know already, and there's an inside deal on this thing. And what this man is going through is unbelievable.
I started watching The Man on the Inside. It's about Ted Danson.
I saw
Have
that.
you seen it?
Yeah.
Now, you and I are so old. This would totally not interest you guys whatsoever, except our demographic is old
Oh,
like
Mike.
us. Or Mike.
Mike definitely knows.
So,
what
Ted Danson, I don't know how he aged to the point that he aged, because I don't think he was that much older than me,
That's
but
a
I
wig
guess he
he's
is.
wearing, by the way.
Is it? It looks good.
Yeah, he was in The Good Place. He was also when I was a kid. He used to be on the Gulliver's Travels.
He's in his 70s, though.
He was part of Cheers.
He's like
Yeah.
78.
So
Cheers
was
is
76.
He
Frasier.
wears a $50,000 toupee,
Cheers.
and he's been wearing it for years.
It's a
Poor
funny
Ted
show.
It's funny. He's a funny guy.
You know, he goes and he infiltrates a senior home, assisted living.
And he has a great time.
And he's having a great time. I'm thinking of you making Manhattans. He's like, I got the bar. So there he is getting everyone blitzed because
everybody
he's
knows him
great
from
at making a
Cheers.
drink.
Remember
Oh,
Cheers?
that's funny. I didn't even think about
He
that.
was in Cheers. That's what
So,
he used to do.
so that's what he's doing. He's making everyone in the senior center Manhattans. They're drinking. They're
That's
smoking.
what I would do.
They're doing whatever else they're doing. You know, people who say that once you hit that age, you're done. Maybe you're just like the
No,
next
man,
time in
just
your
be-
life.
It ain't done, just begun. Listen,
No
I
shelf
was
life.
so
We got to
sad.
take a commercial break. They're
I was
telling
so,
me.
I was so sad that we didn't do the show yesterday because I had all this stuff to do with the seniors. You have a shot of prune juice, and put it up, and you're good to go.
What's that with your mouth? Wow. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. More to come.
It's a,
Happy Thursday,
it's a
everyone.
caveman special, baby.
Stay, yeah, but it's the sound effects you got going with it. More to come. We'll be right back.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft, silk, touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we're back. All right, so I want to play the
Senior citizen game?
No, but that's good. I want to play what have you heard lately in your neck of the woods from yesterday to today or this week for some people who weren't here yesterday. So I'm going to start
Regarding what?
Anything in the community, things that you've seen, things that you find bizarre, things. So I'll go to you, I'll say something like, Dawn, tell us what's going on in your neck of the woods, and you'll tell us a story about something. Like you already did with the little...
With the plastic thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's this new thing now. You can go to the stores. You go to the airport, especially. They do it, I think, December 21st. That any luggage that was not claimed. You ever seen this?
Oh,
they
yeah.
put it on and you can
auction?
go out and you can bid on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, they used
Have
to do
you seen
travel
some of the
promotion.
things that people have bought?
Mystery luggage.
There's
A lady bought a fur coat. They bought like this expensive jewelry.
Wow.
They spent like $100. They won the bid because nobody goes to these things. Not anymore. Now a lot of people show up.
Well, like for example, one of the puppets from Labyrinth ended up lost in luggage, and it's actually at the place where you can pick these up at like the National Lost Luggage place. So they were stored and it's there permanently as an exhibit.
Well, the funny thing here is that I think that the reason...
A puppet?
So it's
Animatronic.
no, it was a suit that a
Oh,
little
sorry.
person wore for that character back in the 80s.
But I think that the reason they picked the 21st, or I don't know what the date is, it's a specific date.
Christmas
because,
presents?
No, because you can't, let's say that you found out that he bought your $10,000 sneakers,
Yeah.
or $100,000 sneakers, because you lost them and they couldn't find them, and he ends up bidding and wins it, you're going to be a little upset that he has your $200,000 sneakers, right?
Yeah.
You can't sue him or go, you can't even do anything to him because there's a statute of limitations. And they do it right after the statute of limitations. Everything then for sale is legal.
Yeah.
It's the craziest.
So can you imagine not
You
claiming
lose.
your luggage or trying to claim your luggage?
Well, that's sometimes that happens logistically, or you miss a flight, or they.
Yeah, but
They
wouldn't you
just-
try and get it back?
Or they just don't put
They
it on
can't
the
find it.
plane.
They can't find
Yeah,
it.
but that doesn't seem right. If they can't find your luggage and then they have an auction on whatever the date is, it feels like bait and switch because, we can't find it, but if we hold it for a year or whatever it is,
Oh,
then we can now sell it?
It's funny. Today, she's calling it bait and switch. When that cop came here to do the interview, they took my car
They
to the
just stole
compound
your
in
I wasn't
Whitestone.
with you then, though.
Yeah, but they took it to the Whitestone, and they told me they didn't have it.
That's what I'm saying.
So I met this cop that I knew that I sold life insurance, and he says, "Oh, your car they took?" I said, "Yes." They said they don't have it. I was told to come here. Yeah, I know where it is. Come on, come with me. They had it in the back, in the mud, because they were sending these cars overseas.
But that's
The
not,
police.
That's what I'm.
It was part of the giant sting operation.
I know. You not once, but what? 3 times?
3 times this guy tells me, "Oh yeah, your car
3
was
times
marked."
his car was stolen in New York by the police.
Yeah.
By the same guy.
Cops don't care about you. Cops don't care.
What kind of life have you led? Seriously.
And he told you the story. You wouldn't believe me if I told you that story.
I wouldn't have believed you that your car was stolen 3 times, and the fact that the cops stole your car 3 times and they had it. Why were they after you?
Because it was a giant setup.
Well, how did you get in the middle of it?
I don't know, because I lived in the Heights.
Oh my gosh, I once got in the middle of a
They just
setup
picked the
too.
car 3 times.
You guys ever been caught in a sting in a setup?
You mean?
No, thankfully.
You mean like?
I was, and you were. Is that crazy?
You got caught in a bad thing.
I did on a bad one. I was, when you're starting to drive and you're carpooling with other friends in the neighborhood, right, who don't have the licenses yet. So I was dropping off one of my neighbors. I don't know if it was the guy or a girl. I was dropping them off. I pull around the corner. I pull in my house. I get out of my car and whoop, get on the ground. Like yesterday, I just slipped out. I was like, what?
No, they threw you on the ground.
They threw me on the ground, and they told me they were arresting me for being I must have dropped a guy off. They thought I was his girlfriend. This credit card fraud operation at, I think it was Bird Eyes or Macy's at the time. I'm like, what? And they said, well, you dropped so-and-so off. You're his girlfriend, and he's been caught. It was when credit cards had the carbon paper. He's been caught stealing credit cards and buying things. There was no internet back at that time. Like, what are you talking about? So apparently
wrongful
his
association.
girlfriend had dark hair. That was about the only similarity. And I had to go down to the police. They questioned me, all this stuff. Then we tried to press charges against the police for doing wrongful everything. And then it was like, he said, she said. Well, it'd be like Alex, he's standing there. Did he have a badge on? I don't know. Well, if you can't tell us if he identified himself as a
I was
police
eating
officer.
concrete. How the hell
Well,
am I
that's
going to
what
tell
it
you
was.
had a badge on?
Well, he should have had his badge right here in his pants. Well, if he's like, how would I even know to look for that?
I would have
And it
said
was an
yes.
unmarked
I would say
car,
he had a badge. The
plain
size of
clothes,
King Kong.
unmarked car, everything. So we tried to go and press charges, but I didn't have enough details in my brain to actually say they were wearing badges or they wouldn't. I should have known they were police and this whole thing.
I would have said, listen, I grabbed his pants. I got DNA in my hand. Are you kidding me?
So there were like 5 or 7 kids in my graduating class that were part of this sting operation. I went to a really small school. There were only 70 kids in my high school graduating
They were
class.
all guilty?
They were all guilty, and they were all not able to graduate. I think they graduated, were not able to go to graduation. They probably just got their diplomas in the mail. Private school.
You
Is
believe
that
it?
crazy? Me. Of all people, miss like walk the narrow, straight and narrow line. Everyone gets a trophy.
No,
Me.
I would have arrested you too. I'm gonna arrest you before the show's over.
Isn't that crazy?
I was online at a Walmart down south, and I'm online, and the lady's ringing it up, and I give her, is it a debit card, or it must have been a debit card or a credit card, and she looks at it, and she looks at the screen, and she looks at it, and she goes, Mrs. Santori, did you buy something here today? And I go, no. Did you have another credit card that you gave somebody in the next line? And I said, I'm sorry, what? And she says, they're ringing you up in the next line. So
Someone had your card?
What? I said, they stole my car about 6 months ago. The person that stole my card,
Was it
must
next
have
to
been
you?
a debit card, was in the next aisle.
Did you beat him to death?
Morning.
Did you jump him?
They were in the
Did you
next
jump his
aisle.
ass? Did you-
So I said to them, what?
Jump him.
I didn't know what to do, right? So, they had security at the door. So I start yelling at security, help me, I'm being robbed. So the guy's looking at, what's wrong with this guy? So I ran over to the line, and I said to the lady, you're under arrest. And you should have seen the lady was like this. She says, my grandson gave me this card. What's the matter? It's his card. It wasn't his card. It was my card. It was right next to me.
That's insane.
It had my name on it. It's my card.
See, back in our day, you couldn't take cards virtually. There was no internet. You actually had to physically have the card.
Well, you know, like, for example, I was at a convention once and somebody got my name and my room number and ordered stuff on their room service.
That happens all the time.
But no, what's really funny is because they signed for it using my name, right? And I go, well, I didn't do it. It's like, well, you signed for it. Let me see the signature. And then I go, well, it was, you know how everyone has a neat signature from their penmanship?
Not you.
No, because of my dysgraphia, mine looks like doctor writing, right? So I wrote my name out there, like, oh, okay. It's the one time my bad handwriting saved my bacon.
See that?
You know, it's really funny. Now that you bring up this incident with the police.
You had another one?
No, I remember I went to the 3-4 because there was 6 guys allegedly that took my car, right? So I said to the lady, the prosecutor, I says, I want them to come work for me. She says, oh no, they plea bargained out. Never saw them. Never saw the paperwork. Now I'm beginning to put things together. No wonder why I didn't see nothing. They were all on the scam.
Or they were all police officers.
There was nobody there to prosecute. She says, oh no, we took care of it. Just go home. What do you mean just go home?
Yeah,
my car looked like...
was on the cut.
But yeah, so there was no people, no paperwork, nothing. No. If you get robbed, shouldn't you at least sign something? A report? She says, oh, here's a police report. It was empty.
They were all on the tape, yeah.
You ever find out what they were doing?
No, I wanted to get the hell out of there.
How'd you get your car?
They told me to go to the compound in Whitestone, Queens.
You are like a walking movie. If there's a movie about New York and Queens and the Bronx, it's you. It's you. Like, you are the movie.
The movie happened when the guy was sitting here telling me, oh yeah, you were part of the
But all the things I've seen on TV, you've really lived it.
And then I joined the
That's the crazy
I joined
thing.
the 3-4. I joined the 3-4 because I wanted to know, what the hell's going on in here. And they have scams and scam. Every corner of that building was a scam going on. I said to them, listen, I walk from here to 90 Laurel Hill. I can tell you every hot spot where they sell drugs. Why aren't we? Well, we don't want them. We want the bigger fish. By the way, don't walk that way. Walk this way. They already knew which way I was walking.
Wow. You need to write a book.
Then they said to me,
we want the bigger fish, yeah.
No,
sure.
then they
said,
said,
just on the tape.
They said to me, don't get dressed at home, get dressed. They gave me a locker room at the 3-4 because I was walking right by the dens. Oh, man.
Look at Poindexter.
They're just on the tape.
Poindexter, today's your last day, huh?
Yeah.
Wait,
what? Everybody's leaving?
You're leaving too?
Yeah.
Not Licorice. He's here. He's bringing people
Come on
in.
in, Lucas. Bring everybody in here.
Licorice.
Are you coming?
Licorice.
Are you coming next Friday?
Lucius now.
Lucius?
That's
Licorice.
Just because you're done doesn't mean you have to leave.
Yeah.
You can always come and hang out with your friends and whatever you got to do. I'm gonna put your ass to work, but you can always come.
Do some movie reviews and stuff for the holiday movie
That's good,
reviews.
yeah. What are you gonna do with the rest of your life when you graduate?
I'm still
Be older.
working that out.
What
Are
do
you
What do
graduating?
you want to do?
I would like to write some books.
You want to write a book?
Yeah.
Bro's gonna be a writer.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine, go ahead.
He's an IT guy. So you want to be an author?
Yeah.
What kind of books do you want to write?
Fictional adventure.
You ever try one?
Yeah, I've written stories based on series I've liked before.
Like science fiction or fantasy? What kind of genre are you thinking of?
Depends. I like all genres, but I guess adventure related with
I
some
like
action.
to read something he writes. You have something finished?
I do have.
You got some fan fiction?
Yes.
Of course you do.
What's it called?
Fan fiction?
What does that mean?
It's your own fan writings of things that's already established, like Star Wars, but create your own characters set in that universe.
Yeah.
So you do your own
It's just a
based
made-up
on that?
story based on.
I should write a
No,
book.
You should write a book.
I
No,
should
it's
write a
more
book.
like you just make up a character and put them in that universe.
Yeah,
or just make up scenarios with characters.
Is this
from the
another
side.
cartoon book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry, cartoon.
Oh, you draw. You draw, or
here and there. I'm not that good of a drawer, so
you gonna get somebody? You gonna get someone to draw for you?
Yes.
Yeah, hit me up. I got
Whatever.
You guys should write a book. The making of anime or something.
Actually.
There
Alright,
it
Nate,
is.
do it.
Right, it's crazy enough to work.
Do it, Nate.
Nate, where are we on the signing up for the game? Now that you have
bracket,
gamers in.
I was looking at it on my laptop actually. The bracket has been already made. I don't have it on me, unfortunately. But the bracket how it's gonna go has already been made. Once again, it's gonna be I think about a total of 10 slots, I believe. 10, 12 slots on there. So first come, first serve. Sign up pretty soon. The rules are simple. It's a 2-on-2. Time is gonna be about 600 seconds, 300 seconds, or 600 seconds, somewhere around there. Choose whatever character you like. S tier to A tier. I'll tell you which characters are good in the rules.
600 seconds is 10 minutes?
Is it, or is it like 30?
So,
Well, there's 60 seconds in a
times
minute.
10
That's how much I play on my games. Like depends on like
a 10-minute fight?
No,
Is that a lot or little?
No,
Should be.
Actually, no, it's too much.
Should be
Should
like,
be a 3-minute play, no?
Should be like 2 minutes.
Well, like, how much?
2 or 3 minutes.
Like, how much? 2 minutes?
3 minutes is standard.
100. That would be 120.
120 seconds.
So yeah, so 100. Okay, so it's 120 seconds. On 120.
Is that really what you go by seconds? Is that how you guys
Yeah.
play these games?
Yeah, that's how most fighting games are
Really?
played. It's by seconds. Yeah.
Are you good at these games?
Not as good as Nate, no.
How
He's
about the Mike
best.
Tyson game? How long did that last?
Who?
More than 2 minutes.
What?
Mike Tyson.
The fight?
Yeah.
It lasted all 3 rounds.
Which is how long?
8 rounds.
6 rounds or 8 rounds.
Whatever.
That was like an hour? Half hour?
Against Jake
It
Paul.
was a bunch of
Yeah.
BS.
rounds.
Did you see it?
I mean,
I
no,
saw it.
no, that fight's so. That fight's
So
That's
virtual
all.
fighting is
sold
down to
this
2
out.
minutes. Real
They
fighting
sold
is
it
still 6 rounds.
There used to be a boxing
Well,
game.
because I forget.
You're talking about Mike Tyson's
Mike,
punch
how long does a typical round last, Mike?
I don't know what.
You don't know?
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
2
In a
minutes?
boxing match?
Yeah.
Like a typical, like
I
just a
think it
single
was
round.
like
2 minutes.
Like between
It's
bells,
either
I
2
guess.
minutes or 3 minutes and a minute for between rounds. I think it's 2 minutes.
I mean, that's usually
Because
pretty standard, no?
Like, because here's the thing. The way I see with this tournament, everyone might be rookies, everyone might be somewhat good. So it depends on how long they play and how long they'll last. So
3 minutes, typically 12 rounds on a professional match.
So maybe around 3
Okay.
minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, so it should be fine.
Yeah, 3 rounds, 3 minutes.
Well, the object of the game is that you want to set it up so that people can sign on this thing, and then we take it forward to the next level.
Yeah,
Because
gotcha. I'm still working on it, but pretty much the bracket's already been made. 12 slots on them. I think that's how much I put up there. 12 slots. 2v2, and then go up the ranks. Like person A loses, they move to the next round. Move to the next person, move to the next round, and so on and so forth.
like a round robin. Oh, the other exciting news I have is that the morning show website is nearly complete. Morning show website, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna start with that one?
Page, yeah.
Web page is nearly complete.
So that page is going to be embedded within the whole cafe page? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
We're
So
gonna-
that page is in the cafe website. Yeah.
Okay. How's it going for you? Are you
going good.
enjoying it?
Yeah, and especially now that Enrique is like joining too, he has some like really good ideas that when you have like 2 people thinking about the same website, like they both are gonna get different ideas, and it just works well. Yeah.
Very cool.
That's
And we're going to bring them up to, since they're computer people, we're going to bring them doing some of this stuff as well.
Correct. I mean, the object of the game is to give access to these pages so that people know what we do, how we do it, and when we do it. Like
Are
the
you
game-
standing on anything? You're just standing.
Standing.
I'm looking at him next to her, and I'm wondering if he's standing
Oh,
like
he's
on a
6'4",
box.
she's 5
Nice
feet
tall.
barely. How tall are you? 5 feet?
5'2".
You're taller than me.
You should have seen Don't Go Down yesterday.
Yeah, there's 2 feet tall.
That
How
was
did that even
I
happen?
still can't even see them.
But yeah, I have.
My mom's 4.
I'm still running, but
Oh my god.
here's pretty much what it's gonna look like. Here's what
Okay.
here's what it's gonna look like basically. So like
What's that in the middle? Is that like
That's
a
the
curse
theme.
word in Chinese?
that means Tenkaichi in what it means right there.
Tenkaichi.
So basically, how it works,
Strongest under
as
the
you see,
heavens.
from left to right, we go from left to right. 2-person fight they fight out for a little bit. Okay, and then if a person A loses to person B, they move up to the next round to fight.
That's a round robin. What are those names down there? Those are
That's
people?
just placeholders.
Placeholder?
It's like I said, this is the template I'm working with. I'm still working on the front thing right now, so this is not the official one.
Okay,
was
but I
hoping you were
also
gonna
want to
use
see how you're going to establish the gameplay area. I want to see also, because obviously somebody has to be in here to be a judge, no? In case something goes wrong. Or people start arguing with each other because, oh, you cheated, or I don't know how you can cheat at this
Oh,
game.
please. In this game, it's hard to cheat.
Yeah, but
Well,
people.
they either mash buttons or you actually know the combos and stuff.
Now, you going to allow people to bring in their own controllers, or they have to use
No.
house controllers?
No.
Now
So what controller going to be used?
Well, it's going to be on PS5 controllers, so it's pretty much the same thing as everyone else.
But we don't have any controllers.
I do.
I mean, Nate's
So
gonna
you're
be
going to
here.
have everybody use your controller?
It's gonna be Neo Geo fighting. It's gonna be fighting sticks, huh?
You got to bring your own controller.
Fighting
then.
controller.
Can-
BYOC.
Bring your own controller. But that's interesting. That's something we've never done.
Should we play the video again or no?
How do people sign up for it?
We're just going to establish it now. Why not?
All right, so more to come.
We're going to put it in the page as well, and we're going to do some social media stuff to that as
Do
well.
that, do the newsletter? Actually, not the newsletter.
See, my contention is I want to see the excitement out of the building. I know they want to play. I saw it that day. We're locked in here like sardines. But I want to see what happens when he puts the word out there. Who will come forward to play, or if they tell their friends.
Aside from what Luke's going to do on social media and possibly newsletter, how else will we get the word out besides just those?
If I see that there's enough attention to this thing, I could put it on the radio.
Maybe like a flyer or anything.
You see, the problem is this.
Some good old
We got to
background.
run it once to see how it works. If you get 10,000 people to join, you can't do 10,000 people here. You can't put a limit on this thing because the object of the game is let's find out how many people are going to want to join. So if you sign 100
Just do
people,
some-
you
we
got to
could do
play.
Preliminaries.
If you sign 3 people and 4 of them are in here, that's not a play. That's something of entertainment. I want to see what happens when you present it outside the door as a lull to come in, because there's going to be other
Preliminary
things
round.
besides this game
Bless
that I
you.
want to give
Bless you.
opportunities to give them.
Interesting. All right, you ready to wrap this up, this morning show? Save the date, December 13th, next Friday, we're having our first fundraiser for the Ant Media Futures Foundation. You can see what we've got going on, our Fund Our Futures wall, so we're going to be putting that together. Mary is going to be, she's being cleaned up. It's funny because we got her on October 13th, so she's going to have been here a little over a year because 13th is her lucky day.
Alex moved the fountain so we won't have this problem.
We're in Suite 13, so yes, the event is on Friday the 13th. We've got some great food being donated by 2nd Street Bagels and Deli. We've got food from Dope Vegan. We've got incredible bartender. He's joining us. Live painting by Mary Gallagher Stout. Some raffles, some great things from Seminole Hard Rock Casino, Coconut Creek. Mary Kay, Making Money with Laura Sanders. People have just been so gracious in donating things. We even have a Wawa merch basket, so that was really, really
Pump
kind.
6.
Pump 6. So come on out, join us. It is free to join us. It's a holiday event. We want to say thank you, happy holidays, and show you what's going on in our studio and with our crew. So I hope you guys can come at least a little bit, 5:30 to 8. There will be cocktails. It will be
Cocktails, caveman.
an open bar, so
cocktails.
come on out and have some fun with us. It's our way of saying thank you, and for everyone who's already donated, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Excellent. All right. We'll see you guys at the midday show. Join us. We got some guests that are going to be coming in, talking about what they do in their neck of the woods.
And 11 o'clock, Sue Kostick on Hello, Your Health is Calling is doing her show talking about holiday stress.
I saw that. I saw some of the stuff she sent. Wow, that's amazing. The screens that she's going to put up. There are things that you wouldn't believe create stress.
Oh, I would believe it.
And if I look on stuff on the news, I took my blood pressure right through the roof. What the hell, man? But I didn't even know.
Things that cause stress, even thinking about what days you're taking
Yeah.
off. I know.
Yeah, days you're taking off.
Even that causes stress.
Anyway, we'll see you at the noon, and don't
We
be
see a
late.
little bit.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.